What is up, guys? This is Xeno here, and welcome back to Stellar SMP. Alright guys, so welcome back to Stellar SMP. This is episode 9, I believe. I hope I'm right. And this is the resort I've been working on. I've made a lot of progress, and also, sorry, I just hit my mouse. Boom. That guy. I got a little skelly horse. He spawned around here. Skeleton trap happened. The only guy who made it because I'm a terrible aim in the lag. But I named him Skelly Dude. And yeah, he's awesome. So let me see if I can... Yeah, that figures. Let me see if he'll let me out. Over the fence. Nope. Can I... Yep, there we go. Okay, I litra'd out. But yeah, so I've been working on this off camera for a bit. If you can't tell, a lot of things have changed. I came up with these really cool idea for like these. It's like a dark oak sign and button blend right here on like the edges, and then have stripped dark oak logs right here as the beams between the windows. As you can see, I've got a lot of windows. That's me using the glass that I gathered in the last episode. And I also decided to, after I made I changed up the entranceway. There used to be an arch here. I changed it up to be kind of a more rectangular one because I wanted to add this balcony. If you've ever been to like a real life resort, they have like the area where you could drive up under and go in and check in and then grab your car and drive back out and then, you know, check in and all that stuff. But I decided to recreate that kind of here. I added like lights outside and designed it to where it's kind of like a slope almost. So that way it kind of looks kind of cool instead of it just being a flat roof. And I think it actually looks really, really nice. But because of this thing, the sight lines aren't looking too good, so I might add another story on top of that just because I feel like this is kind of taking away from the grandesque majesty of how tall this thing's supposed to be. So I think I'm going to tear out another floor and add another layer to it. But if you look on the inside, I've added, as you can tell, like a floor in here. This is going to be like you know how they have like the room right here, which kind of breaks off so they don't waste a whole bunch of AC. Like they have this door closed and this door closed, so that way not a lot of air gets in and out. So to preserve AC, I just kind of did that because I think it looks really cool and like a little smooth quartz lobby. By the way, this stuff is a pain to get. The smooth quartz, I use slabs because it's such a pain to use. But because you have to not only get all the quartz, you have to turn them into blocks, and then you have to smelt them. So over here, this is where I have my smelting operation going on. But I've also realized in here that this is reception, by the way. Hold on, I'm going to hold off on that thought. This is reception, and then back here is going to be my manager-only entrance, and this is where my actual base is going to be with all my farms and other things, etc., etc. This is where actually all my stuff's going to be, and the rest of this is just the facade. But I've just realized with my chests, right before I started recording, that I don't have a place for like an elevator or a staircase. And this kind of looks like a good place to put it, which is unfortunate because I really like the storage system right here. So I'm probably going to have to tear this out, add like a makeshift elevator area, and then add a staircase, which is what you're actually going to use. Because I'm not going to build a piston elevator. I don't think that would benefit here. So I'm just going to build kind of like an elevator facade with the rest of the rooms closed, or the floors with the elevator shaft closed, and then have a staircase next to it, which is what you're actually meant to use to traverse. And I'm gonna build all the different rooms and everything. It's gonna be really nice. And if you look over here, past the nether portal, up here, I've actually started developing the little pool area, although I'm really not liking how this is turning out so far. So I'm gonna have to do something about this, but I kind of want it to be like an infinity pool, like this. With a wall that goes to the edge. That way it looks like when you're like in the pool, it's just gonna like keep going. Because I want like a water feature, like a kind of a makeshift river to go through here. I actually have really big plans. Like there's gonna be like a makeshift river that flows through here, and then there's gonna be like a big lake out there, and then on the other side there's gonna be a theme park. Got a lot of work to do to get to that point. So yeah, but this is all the work that I've gotten done. It's quite a bit of work. It's taken me quite a few consecutive hours of work. Also, I lost my helmet. And you'll notice my deaths have went up a little bit. I'll tell you a funny story. I was in the Nether, and the Nerdy Lion, he's a guy on the server who has like 1 million deaths, not even joking. And I'm playing. Love you, Lion. But no, he has like 140 deaths, I believe, something close to that. He was dying to pigmen in the nether, and I came to help him, and there were a lot. I mean, an absolute fuck ton of angry pigmen, and they killed me twice, but I got all my things back, but they destroyed my helmet in the process, so I wasn't able to retrieve that. But no, I had to... There were zombie pigmen wearing my stuff and everything, so... But that's enough of this intro to this video. I'm actually going to go ahead and get started on today's project. So, back at the old base, there are some farms I want to set up. I have the zombie farm, and then there's a skeleton spawner over there and a spider spawner. And what I need to do is I actually need to farm for resources. I'm going to head over to my mob drop shop and show you exactly what I mean. Alright, so here we are at spawn, and my mob drop shop is right here. From what I could tell, not a lot of progress has been made over here, except for the zoo. The zoo's coming together really nicely. But the thing... Oh, that's new. That's new. But over here in this mob drop shop, let me come in here. I am selling out quickly. See, somebody bought a stack of arrows. Boom. Zombie remains gone. That's still there. Oh my god. I don't remember putting any of these in here, but yas. Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody, I forgot who, said that they were going to just farm ender pearls and then stick them in here. Oh my goodness. I made quite a killing off that. Holy crap, thank you, whoever. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. I cannot remember who helped me get all those ender pearls. But anyway, my point with coming over here was... I've got a bunch of empty barrels. But I am trying to gather all these materials by hand. I am gathering every single one of those by hand. So over here, like, I have the zombie farm, and that's the only thing I was using for that. But over here, I'm killing the skellies manually, I'm killing the spiders manually, killing the creepers manually, and that right there, that's a very popular item to sell. So gunpowder is definitely something I'm going to have to make a farm on to get a whole load of. So I'm thinking on either developing a creeper farm or a witch farm. Now, a creeper farm, all it requires is for me to clear out the entire cave system area underneath it, and then proceed to build something that has cats in it to force the creepers to run, and only an area in which creepers can spawn in. Kind of complicated, and really, it's just for creepers. There's nothing else useful out of it except gunpowder. But, ooh, there is a pillager over there. So... yeah, but I'm actually kind of in the zoo area. I don't want to show that off until it's done, so let's head back home, and we will get started on some of those farms. Before we go work on those farms, however, I have something to show you guys. This wasn't here just a few minutes ago, and there's a couple of things I forgot to do. Don't look, don't look, don't look. There's a creeper over there. Give me your stuff. Give me your stuff. I need that gunpowder. Yeah. Alright, sorry about that. But over here, I built a little bitty garden with a little fountain. Nothing much, but just a little grass pathway, a bunch of flowers, and a little cool fountain right here. And I dedicate this little part to a guy named Diamond Chaz. Mr. Chaz, I am a man of my word. I told you I'd do it. Because, he called me Senpai. So, that, it's a little inside joke. Oops, I did not mean to do that. It's a little inside joke that we had during a stream on Lions Girls channel. So, yeah, it's just a little nod to that. So, hope you enjoyed this one, Chaz.
3 days later.
So, it is, it's several days later. So... yeah, welcome back. Well, you guys didn't go anywhere, but I did. It's been several days since the last clip. I actually did not do any of the farms that I said I was going to do. In fact, I haven't really done much at all, except for what I'm about to show you. I've actually been working on my resort a little bit. On the outside, nothing has changed. We still have the garden out here and everything. I put up my enchanting table here so I can get a new helmet because my helmet broke. I planted a couple sweetberry bushes out here. Still undecided on a name, by the way. If you guys have any suggestions for this resort's name, be sure to leave them down in the comments below. I'll be looking at those for sure. But welcome to my resort. This is the lobby area. This is the area where you would check in. It took me literally an hour to come up with this design. Don't ask me why, but it took me a while to figure out like what I would like in this area, because this block palette is a very confusing and complicated block palette. So it's really hard to find things that work. So just to fill in this one little spot, because it's challenging because it's only one block thick, so you have to add dimension to it somehow by only having one block. So I did that using stairs and trapdoors, and I think it looks really good. This is like the best I could come up with, and it took me an hour in creative mode trying to figure that out. So it's kind of sad how long it took me, really, but I finally added a ceiling onto the first floor here. The first floor is almost done here. We've got the nether portal here all set up, ready to go. We've got this little area here, and this is, like I said, going to be my manager's entrance area here to my actual base, and I hollowed this out and filled in all this water in here. So this is going to be like where all my farms and stuff are. And then back here, this is where the staircase to the next floors are going to be. So there's like an under the staircase storage area here for like staff members, and you come upstairs. And this is going to be like the little lobby area before you go out and check out the rooms. So we are finally making progress on the resort. Thank goodness. I actually, if you guys haven't noticed, I destroyed all these chests. I did not like them being there. In fact, that's not going to be my storage system anymore. That was a dumb idea to have it sitting right here in the first floor lobby. This is where the staircase is going to be. All my storage stuff is actually going to be down that hallway and into my little base area. So this is actually all going to be decorated. There's going to be like this is going to be like a restaurant area here with this little centerpiece. There's going to be tables up in this back area. There's going to be like 2 restrooms and then like a kitchen area for, you know, this is going to be where they serve like continental breakfast and everything. I moved all the stuff that I threw into the chests over here. So as you can see, it took a little bit to move everything, but I'm really liking how this first floor is taken, or has turned into. I'm really liking it. One thing that's throwing me off, though, about the design is I'm not really liking the ceiling. It's just one solid block. But if I were to do anything with this ceiling in terms of making it 3-dimensional or anything, it'll affect what the floor looks like up here. And I'm not sure how I'm going to decorate this up here yet. So it's all just a process because I didn't allow a lot of wiggle room for decoration or anything. So like all my walls are 1 block thick and all my floors are 1 block thick. In fact, on the first floor, you get an extra block of height than you will on the rest of the floors because that's how poorly I planned things out. So as you can see, yeah, you get this right here. All you're going to see is if I take some of these slabs here and put it up here, you're going to get 3.5 blocks worth of space, whereas if you're on the bottom floor, you'll get 4.5 blocks of space. And I guess because the lobby's typically taller, but it'll make the rooms feel more cozy, but at the end of the day, it's because of poor planning on my part. I should have allowed for more room between, like this. This frame right here should have been just like a template. But because I'm so far into it now, and there's a lot of changing that would be required of me in order to fix things, I feel like it's actually a challenge to try and see what I can do in the small and limited space I've given myself to work in. So I think I'm doing really well. The resort's coming out really nicely. So Wombology, he's a new member, by the way, so go check him out. He will be at stellarsmp.net. Go check him out. He's already uploaded his first video. Welcome to the server, Wombology. But yeah, so I feel like this resort is finally starting to take shape. I had a pool outline, kind of a test out here. Didn't like it, tore it all down. So I'm going to have to fiddle with that later. But as of right now, everything's coming together so nicely. I'm really liking, besides all the junk down here, I'm really liking how this first floor is turning out once I add some tables here and maybe a small little lighting element up in the ceiling, the kitchen and the bathrooms here. This first floor will be complete, and I've got to say I'm really proud of how it's turning out so far. This resort is probably one of the best things I've built in such a long time. So if you guys like this resort, be sure to hit that like button. You know, it really helps me out, helps me know that you guys are enjoying my content. And like I said, I am accepting name submissions for this resort because remember, I'm going to be developing this resort as like an actual resort, like a theme park across like a little riverway here. And so I think that's going to be really cool. I might actually step away from developing the resort here in a couple episodes and add the river and start building the theme park on the other side here. So I think that's going to be really cool. I'm going to try and start both projects, and hopefully I'll finish them both. The resort is coming together nicely. And once I kind of get a feel for how I'm going to be developing the rooms and all the block palettes and everything I'm going to be using, that's when things tend to speed up. Because like I said, this wall right here, this one design took me an hour to come up with, and it's literally just 15 blocks. So if I can't figure out something as simple as that, really quickly, then of course this build is going to take me a lot longer than it should, which is fine. I'm actually really happy that it's taking me a while because it's giving me something to do. But I feel like the next episode we are going to switch our focus from this. We're going to finally get something done. I actually have an idea for something I'm going to do community related out at Spawn, so hopefully we'll be working on that on the next episode. But I'm sorry, but this is going to be the end of this episode. I know this one was much shorter than all the other episodes I have out there, and I really do apologize. I am really behind on this and schoolwork and other things, and I'm going to be short on cash this week. I'm struggling, guys. So, my head is voluptuously shaking there. Jesus, I'm like having a nervous breakdown. I mean, I really am in real life, but you know what I mean. But I am really short on cash this week, and I'm really struggling. I'm going to miss a college payment. It's going to suck, but it is what it is. I mean, I hate to ask you guys, but I have a donation link down in the description below. If you guys really like what I do and really want to help me out, it would be very much appreciated if you guys click that donation button down there. Any amount helps, even $1. That really, really helps me out, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you like to, be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to become part of the Corpse Crew today. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out, guys. You rock.